Thank goodness this is the last week of the season, because I'm telling you right now, these Steelers, bless their heart. These Pittsburgh Steelers, just bless their hearts. Like, they're overperforming. That is true. Nobody predicted them to be in the playoffs this year. Nobody predicted them to be where they're at, but they're here, and it just kind of is what it is at this point. And we're an average football team. We're here. We're mighty. We're strong. We're trying to do our best. We're going to hang on. We're going to do everything we can. We're going to scratch. We're going to claw. I hope we're going to do that. But the good news is, unless I've looked at the data wrong, I don't think the Steelers will play the Bills in the first round of the playoffs. So that is good. So we won't have to play the Bills in the first round of the playoffs, and we won't have to play the Chiefs in the first round of the playoffs. And the reason why I say that is because I don't think we have any chance of beating either one of those teams, no matter what. So the good news is, if the Pittsburgh Steelers find a way to beat the Cincinnati Bengals, they will get a better seed. We'll play a team that we can probably beat in the playoffs. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a playoff win. That is no disrespect to any team that the Steelers might play. But listen, I am holding on to hope here, okay? My team is in a lot of ways holding on by a thread. And so I need us to play a team that we can beat in the playoffs. Doesn't mean we're going to beat that team in the playoffs. It just means we're playing a team that we have the potential to beat in the playoffs. But having said all that, let me get into this Bengals video, and let me tell you some things I'm going to be looking forward to as the Steelers play their last regular season game of the season, because we're going to the playoffs. I hope the Steelers, coming off of this 11-day rest, feel good, feel strong, feel content. I hope whoever the guy is that everybody keeps trying to talk about and allude to that isn't doing their job on defense, I hope that guy is fixed and he doesn't play or whatever. I just hope the Steelers team comes back and is ready to focus. Because one thing about this Bengals offense, it's a great offense. They execute very well on offense. They do everything right on offense almost. They do turn over the ball more than I think that they would like to, but the Bengals offense is a great offense. I've been watching them all year. I watched them play the Chargers. We've played them before. We got into a shootout. I don't know where that offense went, but whatever. So this game is going to be interesting. There's a lot to be played for in this game, mainly because the Bengals still have a chance to make the playoffs. And in my opinion, the Steelers will play an easier team if they're able to win this game, I believe. I believe if they win this game, they will get to play the Texans, which is great. The other thing is, again, no disrespect to the Texans. I'm just saying for the Steelers, we need to play a team, we need to play, like, not Bills, not Chiefs. The other thing I'll say here too, I'm saying this, I don't know if there's even a possibility, but if the Browns find a way to beat the Ravens, then we could still win the AFC North. There's a little bitty sliver of hope that we could still win the AFC North. Now listen, I'm not holding out hopes that we win the AFC North. I'm just telling you it's an option. So I'll just leave that where it's at. However, here we are. I predicted us to be 11-6 this year. We've already lost the 6. So if we win this game, we're going to be exactly where I had us being. If we lose this game, we're going to lose one more game that I had us being. But either way, we're in the playoffs. We're going to play more football. I hope the Steelers use this game as a momentum builder. The Bengals are going to give us everything they have. We're at home. I'm going to expect the crowd to be into this game, but I need the Steelers to show up. I need the Steelers offense to show up that acts like they want to play. I don't even know what to say about Wilson at this point. I don't even know what to say about this offense at this point. To be honest, I'm disappointed in the coaches. I'm disappointed in the players. The only person I'm not upset with right now is Chris Boswell, because Chris Boswell has done every single thing he's supposed to do. Even the punter. I don't think I'm mad at the punter. Everybody else on the team I'm mad at. I'm mad at the DC. I'm mad at Mike Tomlin. I'm mad at every single person right now, okay, on this Steelers team, because that's just how I feel. But I need them to figure it out. I need them to show up, and I need them to act like they care to play in this football game. That would be fantastic. Having said all that, let me get into the 3 things I'm going to be focused on for this game. First thing I'm going to be focused on for this game is something we haven't been able to do lately, is put pressure on Joe Burrow. I don't know where our pass rush has gone. I don't know what's going on with this defense, but I need us to find a way to pressure Joe Burrow. And if we can pressure Joe Burrow, historically, he will make mistakes. We have to do that. We already know this wide receiver group is good. So the only way we can slow them down on offense is to pressure Joe Burrow and for our defense defense to be ready to go. Lately, this defense, I don't know what they've been doing. They haven't been ready, but I hope in this game with the day's rest, with playing lesser competition, I hope they're ready to go. Now, I said lesser competition, but let's be honest. The Bengals, the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Eagles, I believe they all rank top 10 in total offense. So we're not really taking that much of a step down. That was a joke, but I don't think this Bengals offensive line is as good of an offensive line as we faced before. I will also say the Bengals left tackle usually false starts on almost every play. They don't call it. That's a whole another topic. I would just leave that where it's at. The other thing is Wilson has to protect the football, and this offense has to score at least 28 points. The Pittsburgh Steelers offense, has to find a way to score at least 28 points. I am not here to tell you that 28 points is going to win this game, but I do believe that in order to at least stay competitive in this game, that we have to score at least 28 points. That's just how I'm feeling. We cannot afford Wilson to turn the ball over. We cannot afford for this offense to stall out. We cannot afford for this offense to start on 4 straight punts or 3 straight punts or stall in these things. We can't afford for this offense to come out and on 3rd and 4 pitch the ball to Cordell Patterson. We cannot afford to do all of the things that we've been doing the past 3 games. We can't do that. We need to come ready to go, and we need to come ready to win this game. This offense has to perform. We have to score points. I don't care what the Bengals do. The Steelers offense has to score points against this Bengals defense because this Bengals defense is not very good. There's no excuse for the Steelers offense to not score points against this Bengals defense. Absolutely zero excuses. I'm not accepting any excuses. The last and final thing is the defense just has to get stops. There's no other way to put it. I would prefer us hold them to touchdowns over field goals, but this defense has to step up. The past 3 games have been brutal. You can argue that, yes, we were playing great talent. I actually agree. I actually think the teams that we were playing are probably top 5 teams in the whole NFL. However, that is not an excuse to go out there and look like you're in slow motion. The Steelers the past few weeks, in my opinion, have looked about a half a step or sometimes a step too slow, and we're just not making things happen. So I need the offense to step up and do their job and to protect the football. I need the defense to step up and do their job, and I need our special teams to show up. I need the entire Pittsburgh Steelers team to show up. I need the coaches to make better decisions. I need Mike Tomlin to manage the clock properly. I need the offensive personnel to actually make sense. If Mike Williams is open, you throw him the ball. I need us to make sure that we're rotating our running backs correctly. I need us to have a game where I can look at this Pittsburgh Steelers team and I can say, you know what? Yes, they were bad in those 3 games. And yes, there are some things that they did wrong, but they learned from them and they're growing from them. That is what I want to see. I want to see growth. I want to see growth in this game. Having said all of that, I am picking the Bengals to win this game on a little bit of reverse psychology because right now I don't trust the Steelers. I want to trust the Steelers. They're my team. Let's be honest. I'm cheering for them. I want them to win. I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong in my pick. I want to be wrong, and I want people to come in here and be like, girl, you are so wrong. The Steelers were ready, blah, blah, blah. That's what I want. But right now, the Steelers team that I've seen in the past 3 games, anybody that has seen the Steelers play in the past 3 games would never pick them to win this game if they have a brain. Why? Because everything they have done the past 3 games have been bad. It's been very, very bad. So because of that, I can't live in a delusional world where I think they're just going to snap out of it. So I need to stay focused. So I'm going to pick the Bengals to win this game, but I need the Pittsburgh Steelers to find a way to win this game because it's going to give us better playoff seeding. And listen, we're hanging on by a thread. We are hanging on like to dear life. Like we are hanging on. Okay. We are clinging to anything that can allow us to win these games. And I'm okay with that. I don't care if it's a field goal. I don't care if it's a last second drive. I don't care how they win this game. They just have to figure out a way to win this game because I need them to get this momentum. I need them to feel good about going into the playoffs. And I'm going to be honest with you, I need to feel better about them going into the playoffs. I need, as a fan, to feel better about seeing my team in the playoffs. So I need the Steelers to find a way. I need them to figure it out. I need them to act like the team that has played the past 3 games. They forgot who that guy was. They forgot that team. They forgot that stuff. I need them focused. I need them to come out. I need them to win this game. I need them to get me some turnovers. I need this defense to come back. I need the offense to act like an offense. I need Wilson to protect the ball. I need all of those things to happen. And yes, I'm rambling because I'm anxious and I'm nervous. But I will end this video here. If you made it to the end of this video, let me know with an emoji in the comments section below. But if not, I will see you in my next video. Here we go.